Later.
I have is like two very specific. I'm not gonna. Damn, I look good. The relationship is now exclusive. Hi, hi. Hi, my name is Victoria. If you're new here, what's up? If you're not, what's up? I do several lovely things on my channel, but I don't have to list them all because it's whatever day I want this video to go up. And this video is basically just me talking about dating apps because I have literally nothing but better planned. And also, somebody else had to look at this glorious beat. I'm still sick. Somebody else had to come look at it. Yes, I've gotten COVID tested. I don't have my results back yet, so I don't know if I have COVID or the flu. But I'm not stressed about either one because I don't feel terrible at the moment. Subscribe to my channel. Why? Because you should, because you could, because you want to, because you want to help me reach 1,000 subscribers. And also, tell me what your favorite color is in the comments down below. Mine is white. Let's start there. But basically, yeah, so during the new year, I told myself, oh, I'm gonna get on Hinge. My friends just try Hinge. I've been on Tinder, Jesus, since I was 16, and have had minimal to no luck. So I was like, okay, Hinge sounds cute. Let's do that. I now have Hinge, and let me tell you, maybe it's just because of the location that I'm in, and I think that's what it is because I'm in the Hickory Smoke South. So the selection of men that I have is like what the specific types are, but it's a very specific type of man that I'm either that's what I'm attracting or that's just what's around, and it's just not hitting for me. And I'm just like, maybe it's not an age thing because I was kind of like, okay, age is just a number, like let that shit go, it's fine. It's not that. It's just like, yo, there's just nothing here. And it's, yeah, part of it's because I'm in North Carolina and it's real small box. North Carolina is a small box. I'm moving soon, very soon, sooner than I realized. But it's a small box. So like the guys that I get are not. So here's what the interactions I've had so far. This is my Hinge review. Is it terrible? No. If I had to rate it based on the other apps I've used, so like OkCupid, Tinder, what else have I used? I haven't tried Bumble yet. If I had to rate it out of like 5, I give it like a 3.5 out of 5. I think that the user interface is great. Like you being able to record your own voice is really cool. The prompts are really cool. I think it's kind of whack how you have a select amount that you can say, but then again, with OkCupid, it seems like you could write forever, and that was too much to me. Like you could read somebody's whole life story, and then somehow when they text you or whatever, you have nothing to fucking talk about because you know everything about them. So, but that's really cool. But I think like number one, having somebody pay actual like large sums of money to use a dating app is stupid. I think it's smart how they're like, oh, we're gonna make, at least this is what I'm thinking. We're gonna make it so much money that if you aren't that curious about who you didn't match with, you won't pay for it. You know what I mean? It's $30 for a month of Hinge. I don't have $30 to spare, and if I did, I'd be buying Chinese food, not Hinge. So I think that's smart, but at the same time, I do think that's a little outrageous. That's a large sum of money just to be like, I don't really, thanks for the message, but no, thanks, but no. But then it's like, it's your money. You were the one that was curious to find somebody that you're not matched with. But then again, these are also people who have already sent you messages in a lot of cases. So why can't I look at my own message? If he sent the message to me or he commented on my picture, why can't I go look at it for free if he sent it to me already? Versus me being stuck. I'm basically like stuck because the guy sent me a message and I didn't like him, but now I can't do anything or go anywhere because I can't look at my other fucking messages. I can't blame Hinge for the lack of selection here. Not that I'm some, well, I mean, I am a baddie, but you get what I mean. I'm not some fucking supermodel or anything like that. Everybody has a preference, but because of my location, it looks like a lot of the guys I went to high school with, or they just are mildly upgraded because they're in the military now, and I don't really do guns, so thanks, but no. At least not like that. Not when the military is your entire personality. It works for some. It does not work for others. My father was in the military. My siblings were in the military. My siblings, spouses were in the military. It works for who it works for, and it don't work for who it don't work for. It don't work for me. The fucking golf guys, like there's just so much that I'm like, wow, none of this stimulates me. Like you are doing, like, and then on top of that, I just, and then I have to deal with like, oh, type of guy do you like? I like guys that read. I like manga or manga. I don't know how to say it. And I like fucking anime, and I like nerds. I like, but then I always get the nerds that are like, hey, you want to come get high and do nerd shit? No, I don't get high at all. But thanks. I prefer not to. But then you have to be, you're a square. Jesus. Then you're like not in, or you're not cool or whatever if you don't want to get high. And I'm like, I just don't get high. That's not, it has nothing to do with anything about me. I've been high. I just don't like it. Or the guys that want to invite you out to a bar or some place where you're like, okay, well, let's go here, let's meet here, let's have this, let's have a conversation, and then it's immediately like, so are you? What do I get out of it? My presence, a conversation, possibly a relationship. What do you mean? What are you going to get out of it? No, I'm not going to give you head at the bar, sir. What the fuck? And that's not Hinge's fault. That's just me complaining about what I've experienced so far. But I think that the being able to speak, like the little prompts where you can answer with your voice is cool. And being able to hear your person is cool. I like voices. You'd be surprised. Not surprised. I like voices, as you can imagine. I do a bunch of ASMR listenings and shit on my channel. So when I hear a voice and I really like it, that kind of helps a little bit with like my activeness and wanting to speak to them. But other than that, it's a dub. It's a dub. Maybe when I move, I'll do better because I am moving soon. But I think that right now, Hinge ain't it. And I'm already like, yeah, it's time to delete this shit. It's time for me to delete this shit. This is some bullshit. Because in my head, I'm married to Daniel Henney, and there's nothing that I can do about that. I'm so sorry. The relationship is now exclusive. Daniel Henney, Lance Gross, and Morris Chestnut. I'm so sorry. And the guy from Allstate, the Allstate guy. It is what it is. I can't even, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. All jokes, of course. And then I guess if I wanted to briefly talk about the other apps I've tried OkCupid when I was younger, much younger. I haven't tried it in a while. I think that OkCupid didn't really work for me. Well, I won't say purely. Me and my friends were all doing dating apps at the same time. Before some of us just stopped using dating apps altogether, and some of us got boyfriends, right? So, and in between, some people were just like, okay, I don't think I want a relationship for now. And some of us were like, okay, I think I have a relationship. And I was one of those people who did both. So at one point I had a boyfriend, or multiple, but a boyfriend or two within the time span. I'm not 16 anymore. It's been a while. So boyfriend or two, and then was single for a while, and then single, and then boyfriend. You get what I mean? But back in that time, everybody had OkCupid, and we kind of just played on the apps. And I had a really bad experience with one guy in particular, and it wasn't fat shamey. It was just overtly sexual, and I think it scared me because I don't think I was in a place where I needed to be that pursued that aggressively that young. And I don't even know if we were allowed to have it. I don't remember if we were lying about our ages. Like, I don't remember, but I just remember being like, calm the fuck down. Like, okay, time for me to get off the app before this motherfucker comes to my house or some shit. Just like that one bad experience that I had, I think that scared me off from using the app. And then once again, I think it's just my location. Like, I don't think the man I'm looking for is in North Carolina, and I very much so stand by that, because I don't think I've dated a guy in North Carolina for more, like, dated. I don't mean talk to, I mean dated a guy in North Carolina. Almost all of my relationships end up being long distance, whether they means a different state, a different country, different something, because like that shit, it's just, I don't know. And I think, like, good for my sister. Like, she found hers in college. I'm in college. There ain't no way that shit's happening because my school's in Virginia. When I say out of state, That's what I need. And then I'm moving to Georgia, so you know my options are there. I'll find them. But that so far has been my experience. And then Tinder is just terrible. Tinder, you go when you want to be. That's where you go when you want to be pursued aggressively, sexually, and then have absolutely no payout for it because you block the dude before anything happens. Like it's almost like mentally you're like, okay, never mind. I got mine. I'm good. No, you don't have to come to my house. I've had enough fun. This was fun for me. But yeah, so that's basically the apps that I've tried. I'm sure I've tried more dating things and XYZ, but majority of my relationships usually come from mutual experiences and then they end up expanding. So whether that be, you know, Facebook groups or other, I guess, apps and things like that aren't specifically catered to dating, that's kind of where they come from. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep trying Hinge though. It's cute. I'm gonna keep trying it. I'll let y'all know probably in a month what happens. If I have dating horror stories or a good story, you never know. I'll keep y'all updated. I'm not aiming for any horror stories though. I do not need that in my life right now. But this has been fun. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Why? Because you should, because you would, because you want to, because you need to, because you need more whatever the fuck this is in your life. And I make videos 2 times a week. Come back Friday for another ASMR reaction. I have not decided what it will be. I have no idea what it will be, who it will be, or why it will be what it is. So come back anyway. If you have other things you'd like to see me do on my channel, just drop them in the comments section below. And I will do it, or at least I'll try to. My face looks great. I feel great. I'm tired, and I'm about to go take a nap in this beat on my white sheets. Because I can. Because that's what grown people do. Maybe I'll put a towel down. Maybe I won't. You never know. All right. Bye.